Welcome back to Pharma Info with Shubhashish. Now today's topic is synthesis of yet another compound or drug rather, which belongs to the pharmacological category of NSAID. That is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, right? That is nothing but mefenamic acid, right? And if we just try to categorize it chemically, right? It belongs to the chemical category of anthranilic acid derivatives, right? Anthranilic acid derivatives, right? Okay. So now intentionally I have brought this particular thing, right? Why? Because the thing is that you need to know the chemical category. Why? Because it is the chemical category that will guide you towards the construction of what? Construction of mefenamic acid, right? Okay, because anthranilic acid means how it looks actually. Anthranilic acid is nothing but we can say a congener of benzoic acid, right? If we just put an amino group at ortho position of that benzoic acid, it will become anthranilic acid, right? Chalo. So without wasting much time and all, let us just move to the structure and all. NSAIDs, right? See, all you know about NSAIDs, they are nothing but non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, right? They are acting on COX in a non-selective way. They are inhibiting the enzyme COX, which is responsible for the generation, or which is assisting the process of generating so many inflammatory or pain mediators, right? So by inhibiting the COX, definitely the production or the production of all those inflammatory mediators as well as the pain mediators, right? They will those things will get stopped, right? Will get at least interrupted, and so that the inflammation can be the state can be improved, right? The state of inflammation or state of pain can be improved, right? Chalo. So now the thing is that let us move to the structure and all. So since I have just put this mefenamic acid under the chemical category of anthranilic acid derivatives, so how it looks, as I said earlier just now, that anthranilic acid is nothing but, first and foremost, you have to develop the structure of benzoic acid. Chalo, ek benzoic acid bana lete hum log yahan pe. So this is your benzoic acid. As I just told, that only thing is, all you need to do is to its ortho position, that means with respect to this is found to be the ortho position, right? You have to insert one amino group, right? Now thus we have with us the anthranilic acid. Now as I said, mefenamic acid is a derivative of anthranilic acid, so that means either of the functional group can be derivatized to get mefenamic acid. Now here the thing is that we should not touch COH, rather we should touch NH2, right? We are just going to derivatize the amino group which is there, or which is occupying the ortho position of this benzoic acid, right? So now the thing is that, and for the purpose of derivatization, what I need to do, I need to remove one hydrogen and just insert what? Let us just connect the nitrogen with the moiety that we are going to insert is like this. So we have a phenyl. To that phenyl, both ortho as well as meta position is occupied with the similar functional group as methyl. So we have dimethyl here. So this is about your mefenamic acid. So that means here basically what we are going to do, that is we are derivatizing the amino group of anthranilic acid with what? With 2,3-dimethyl phenyl, right? So now the thing is that if we just try to figure it out with this in terms of benzoic acid, so how it goes actually. So this is basically benzoic acid. So benzoic acid, this is for position 1, this is position 2, right? 2 is holding what? 2 is holding 2,3-dimethyl phenyl amino, or in other words, because see, as a whole, this can be called as phenyl amino, right? This can also be called as, if we just try to take or consider it as a whole, this is no longer phenyl amino, rather it has become anilino. So instead of writing phenyl amino, we can straightway call it, just call it as anilino, right? And the anilino is found to be substituted. So that means, and where exactly the substituents are? At position 2 as well as 3. So we have to start the process with 2, then within bracket we have to put what? 2,3-dimethyl, then anilino, close the bracket, and finally what is left in the process? That is benzoic acid. So this is how the IUPAC name goes and all, right? Chalo. Now let's move to the way by which this mefenamic acid can be synthesized and all, right? Chalo. So now the possible thing is that let me just skip the benzoic acid and just try to find out some other some other analog of benzoic acid, right? Okay, some other analog of benzoic acid is all I need to take is a bromo substituted benzoic acid, right? And that too at ortho position, because it is the area where I am just going to insert what? An amino group or anilino, a substituted anilino. So what is the substituted anilino that we have to deal with? We have to take, that is nothing but methyl, and this is aniline. So these two are found to be the starting material, right? So one is found to be orthobromobenzoic acid, the other one is found to be 2,3-dimethyl aniline. This is found to be the other one, right? Now I need to just merge them all together in presence of what? In presence of copper acetate, right? So copper acetate, so that means in presence of copper acetate, that is C3CO minus whole twice copper, right? So this is how. So here basically it is now this is for copper, right? Okay. So this is all about your, so in presence of copper acetate, copper 2 acetate, I should say copper 2 acetate, right? What exactly we are just trying to do? So now this is your 2 plus, yes, 2 plus, right? Chalo. So in presence of this particular reagent, what will happen? Just hydrogen and bromine will leave, right? Leave, and before leaving, they will just connect what? They will just connect the NH to this phenyl, right? So this is happening here. So now finally, what will happen? So when the merging took place, that time you can find this in the form of like this. Now we have with us the mefenamic acid. So with that, I think this is how the structure stands. It's a single step reaction, right? It's a single step reaction. Now just hang on for a moment, right? Meanwhile, we just see that in a single page how it appears, right? Wait. Now, so as I said, in a single page how it appears. So this is found to be the whole process by which mefenamic acid can be produced, right? So first what we did, we have taken orthobromobenzoic acid, orthobromo, or we can also write 2-bromobenzoic acid. Okay, it reacts with what? It reacts with substituted aniline. I have just changed the orientation of this amino because here one of the hydrogen is taking part in the reaction, right? In the ongoing reaction, right? So this is 2,3-dimethyl, 2 and 3-dimethyl aniline, right? They will react in presence of what? Copper 2 acetate, right? So this is CH3CO minus 2, then Cu2 plus, right? What will happen? HBr will go off and leaving behind what? The mefenamic acid. So this is how the procedure stands. It's a very simple process. It has kept in the PCI syllabus and all, right? So please, it's a simple, try to understand the fact and file that is there in the synthesis. And with that, let me just conclude today's session now and wait for the next video to come, please. Thank you.